All right, here we are in the finals. We won the die roll. Would we like to play first? You know, that is just such a legitimately good question. I'm going to say no again. We faced about the most aggressive possible last time. Ooh, that's a good draw. I mean, it doesn't have our combo pieces, but it's got all the other things covered. Early plays, removal, life gain. Let's see what we're up against. Another black deck here. Hopefully no Festering Newt. That would be the most annoying. Sure. So we can start bolstering the old life total here at some point. Sure. Mono black. All right, so it looks like we know who found the corrupt here. We're going to have to be very, very aware of corrupt. He's probably going to just play a Death Gaze Cockatrice here or something along those lines. We'll probably just Banisher Priest it. We could also offer a trade and then flare if he doesn't. We've got options. Also, he might not play that card. I'm just assuming, since we saw a few of them in the draft and he hasn't played anything up until 4 mana. I think that that Corrupt is going to be pretty bad against us, generally speaking. It's used as a finisher mostly, where you can get 5 or 6 in mono black or near mono black. All right, Undead Minotaur, sure. And is a card that I just do not care about that much. Yeah, I'm just going to say go here. I don't really feel the need to try to race him. And I mean, I can do that. I can play Banisher Priest and get him. But then if he plays just like anything, he can just start getting me. All right, he's got a Diabolic Tutor, which I cannot interact with. He's going to have plenty of time. If he's got anything crazy, he can go pretty nuts on us here, but I don't really know what he would do. Right. This is interesting. It looks like we're both... Ooh. Hello. If he's got the... yeah, he doesn't have it. All right. Your move. I'm going to make an angel on his turn, I think. Here's Nightmare. Okay. That makes sense. That was another card that we passed, so that's no problem, though. Let's see if he attacks. I'll just block and sack. Let's just banish Nightmare for now. Make him use a removal spell on Banisher Priest. That way, if he does, we get to kind of get him. Do I play a land here? I can have Celestial Flare plus Cauldron up if I play a land. But if he Mind Rots me, it's so much more likely that he has Mind Rot if he's playing mono black, because you kind of get short on playables a little bit, and Mind Rot's fine, right? Like, it's not an exciting card to play in like a black blue or whatever deck, but when you're mono black, you're happy to have Mind Rot. Yeah, I think I'll just sit. I mean, I'm just gonna not block if he attacks. Like, I don't care about that thing. But if he goes for removal on Banisher Priest, I get to sack it to Bubbling Cauldron and make an Angel. And then I just untap, pacify that thing, and get him. That might even be the right play anyway. It's a 2-turn clock. Kind of interesting. Hopefully, I'm hoping he just blows like a Liturgy on the Banisher Priest, though. It looks like maybe Quag Sickness. Yeah, nice. That is exactly what we wanted to happen. Beautiful. Dark Favor. I guess there is that one scenario that I would have preferred to have the Celestial Flare up, but we're going to get that thing anyway. It won't matter. And if he did Mind Rot us there, I would have been super bummed. I still think I like it. I still think I like playing around it better. All right, so let's pacify this bad boy so we can hit him for 8. And just say go. We got tons of answers to Nightmare. Nightmare's really not an issue at all. I'm going to Celestial Flare here, though, because what else am I going to do? I mean, if he plays another creature and attacks with it, then I'm going to be able to do it anyway. The one argument I could see is that I might want, if he plays a flyer, I might want it to get rid of the flyer, but I'll just take that risk. All right, here comes a Corrupt. He's going to oh, this is awesome. I was going to do this anyway. Remember, we talked about this last time, but I get to sack an Angel and make an Angel anyway, and he gains nothing. So he's actually just dead now. He needed to target me with that. Doomblade my other Angel or something, or Corpse Hauler, so that's game. I guess I'll do this. All right, go to the next game. This matchup seems really fine for us, I think. I mean, I don't know what else he has, but even the most powerful stuff just doesn't do a great job, and our removal's all live versus him. We didn't end up with any Doomblades at all. Liturgy of Bloods, of course, just kill him. We can get out of range of what's it called, of Corrupt pretty easily, and we get to 2-for-1 the hell out of him if he's running any Mark of the Vampires or anything. All right, we're on the draw. We've got a Cauldron. Yeah, this is a little bit sketchy here, though. 2-lander. Can't cast Flare or Priest or Blood. Yeah, I'm going to mulligan this one. I just think we can do better than this. Well, obviously, that's not better. Is this one better? That's actually an interesting question. It probably is. Than the last hand. Yeah, I'll keep it. I don't love keeping a 5-lander, but going down to 4, I mean, any spell we draw, we're going to be able to cast, and I really like that. And I think this matchup is such that just our spells are just better than his. I mean, we've just got more powerful game plan and an ability to stay away. If he gets off to a pressure start, which I don't think he can, I mean, he certainly can, but I don't think his deck is really built to do, then he can kill us. Like, if he goes 2-drop and then plays Dark Favor and we don't have anything, then he can just kill us. but going down to 4 cards is very bad. All right. Not the ideal turn 1 draw step here, but there it is. No 2-drop. Yeah. All right. We drew a magic card. That's good. I'll run that guy out there. See what he has for turn 3 here. This is an important one. And what we draw is just as important, of course. Minotaur on its own we don't really care about. Yeah, it's a Minotaur. But if you start suiting it up, then things get a lot sketchier for us. We also have a lot of dead draws. One of the downsides to decks like this are that it really does need as many cards as it can get to work properly. I mean, if you play the blue-based deck, blue-green decks I've played on these videos in previous drafts, you know, they don't really need that many. I mean, you can mulligan to 5 like we did and keep a sketchy hand like we did and just like divination and then later on in the game hit an opportunity or whatever and just blow them out. This deck doesn't have that ability. And on top of it, in the green-blue deck, pretty much all your draws are relevant. I mean, they're all either creatures or spells or things that interact in a favorable way with what you're trying to do. And in this deck, that's just not the case. Case in point here is our friend, the Diabolic Tutor, right? I mean, we could spend our entire next turn doing that, do nothing. All right, this is sweet. We're only going to hit for 2 here. And then you know, there's a lot of draws we have that just don't do much. If we draw Angelic Accord here, you know, I'm not going to say I would complain, but it certainly wouldn't do anything if we were under a lot of pressure. Thankfully, we're not, which is why we kept the hand. But it is interesting to note for other matchups. And plus, I mean, we don't know that much about his deck. He could have just played a 3 and then suited it up and then just totally smashed us. But I just didn't think that that's what he was at. There's a Cockatrice. Okay. Congregate. Congregate, you say. Well, we're certainly not playing that. So let's play Diabolic Tutor. And I actually think we're going to go get Angelic Accord here. It means any creature we draw, we can turn into a thing. And we're going to automatically get an angel because of Congregate. What are our other options here? We could grab a removal spell, just get a Celestial Flare or Pacifism, but that's not that exciting. Same thing with like a Banisher Priest or whatever. We could get a Sanguine Bond, but then we're not really in a great spot. We could get Trading Post. Trading Post minimizes this to 1 damage instead of 2 per turn and also makes our other draws a lot more live. We can also just live with Trading Post. But I think I like actually just going ahead and getting the what's it called? The Angelic Accord. Play it the next turn. And then, like I said, we have a lot of creature draws that make us angels, and just angels are so hard to deal with. So I'm going to do it. I think the main thing that I like about it in that way is that the angels are not only offensive minded, right? They're not only like beaters, but they're also defensive. I mean, gaining some life or whatever is sweet, but like having a 4/4 flying blocker is insane too. It can make the game go very long. And it can also get in the way of something like a Nightmare or something. All right, so here's Mark of the Vampire, which generally speaking is what we want to see him play. In this particular spot, it's actually very bad for us. We're going to take 6 here. The life doesn't matter, or his life gain doesn't matter, but that's pretty bad for us. Wow, that was a pretty good draw, though. Yeah. So let's run Angelic Accord out there. And take our licks here, but then we get to do Child of Night, gain 4, make an angel, Congregate. Actually, we can just do Child of Night, Congregate, which is kind of sweet too. Okay, So he reduces our life total in half. Now, if he plays Nightmare here, we could have some serious issues. We get to buy like a turn with Congregate. Well, turn in an Angel, I should say. But unfortunately, Angels don't get in the way of this. Ooh, Corrupt for 6. And we have nothing. All right, you did it. So that was definitely a risk that we took. But I actually have to say that I chalked that one up mainly just to our draw. We made a sketchy keep and didn't do anything. But, we've got a lot of answers on our deck for the type of things that he put out there. And even then we were able to set up pieces of our combo there where if we untapped, I liked our chances pretty good. I wouldn't say we were like an overwhelming favorite, but I think we would win the game if we get to untap there. Even if he plays something huge, which is pretty nice. All right, we're still going to be on the draw here, though. Yep, this looks great. Really, really like being on the draw versus this particular deck. Ooh, what is this, a Newt? Ooh, dirty. But interestingly, or an answer to get back a chord if he goes for that. He's probably forced to just take Liturgy here, but he can't be happy about letting us keep Angelica chord. That's too funny. Oromancer doing work. I like this sideboard, though, from him. It gets tons of the stuff that we have. Blood Baron. I'm going to go ahead and run out the Oromancer here. I'm going to throw it in front of the Blood Baron probably. That seems like a strange trade to make. Maybe... No, okay. I thought he might have the, what's it called? Ring Flesh, but... he's just going to grind. Okay, that makes sense too, I guess. Interestingly, I could just attack here. He can get this thing back. Do I really care? I think I'm just going to let it sit. That way I'm live to draw if I draw a Cauldron to start making Angels. Yeah, it's fine. Take 2. Don't really have much going on in my hand, so... Undead guy. Sanguine Bond. Interesting. Alright. Let's play it. Be a little bummed if he mind rots me here. But I'm not going to not play cards just because of it. Hopefully, I'm trying to hit another Child of Night so I can get an Angel out of the deal, but I probably just have to start blocking here. He's stuck on lands, and I just need this game to go as long as possible. He figured it out. Who did it? Yeah, I'm just going to sit back still on my pacifism here. Hopefully he goes like Mark of the Vampire this, attack me, and then I can go pacify this. attack with both. That could be a play. I get an angel out of the deal and I gain 4 life and hit him for 4 as well. Although probably not a long-term play. I mean, I probably would just have to pacify this ultimately. I would still attack with both of these, trade one of them off, get my angel though. I mean, it's not like I can do this multiple times anyway. Oh, please do it. Oh, Blightcaster. Holy smokes. Now he might just not attack. Oh, he's going to still attack. I don't like this attack from him, because I'm just going to double block here. Yeah, because, I mean, if he just doesn't attack, like, I don't really have a great line here. Now I get a threat. I get to hit him for 4 this turn. He's going to go to 16. He's going to go to 12 if I attack him. Like, I'm actually in a pretty nice position here. Hup. I've seen worse than that. I've seen better, though, but I think I'm the aggressor now for sure. Yeah, I'll probably just end up getting back a Child of Night. It'll be another 2 damage at some point. I'm saving Pacifism for if he pulls a trigger on a Mark of the Vampire or if he sticks a Nightmare. Nightmare is one of the few things that can get in the way of my Angel. Deathgaze Cockatrice as well, but probably less concerned with one of those. Like, if I don't really have a repeatable life gain yet, so I still need to draw, but okay, he's going to play Mark and take out Corpse Guy. All right, so let's get back. Doesn't have a sack outlet right now. I could get back Auramancer kind of interestingly. And then I could pacify this, and then when he goes to use it, I can get it. Though he'll know about that, so that makes it a lot worse. Still, it does mean that my Pacifism just locks this thing out. No, I'm still going to need it for... I think I'm still going to need Pacifism for something better, so I'm just going to go ahead and get my better creature here. All right, so what did he play it on? On Blightcaster? All right, well... He did pull the trigger, so I will be using my Pacifism on it. So let's do that to start off with, and yeah, I'm going to send. Going to play it. Hopefully he doesn't have another enchantment. If he does, he gets to kill my Child of Night, which is really annoying, but fact is we need to draw some action here. Ideal draw would be what's it called? Trading Post. Also acceptable. Well, there's a few other things we could take. Yes, I will block. So now he's going to play Nightmare. And we're going to be in a tough spot here. Oh, Minotaur Abomination? Now that I can deal with. Now we're racing, and if we just pick up something with life gain spell, we would be good to go. You know what? Any spell. Really, any spell in our entire deck, I think, would be fantastic here. Just a spell. This is where he can corrupt our Angel and get a pretty big game going for himself here. If he corrupts... Oh, he corrupted us. That means he might have another one. Yeah, we're bricking pretty hard here. I don't really have a choice, though. I feel like we have to just kind of keep attacking him here. Like, what am I going to do? Chump block next turn on his Minotaur? Sure. I mean, if he's got Mark of the Vampire, he just kills us. If he's got another Corrupt, we're just dead anyway, though. But too many lands. Yeah, we're dead. Shoot. All right, well, he got us. I like the matchup, though. And I feel like... Oh, we got some stuff, yep. And I feel like we would be much better off if we didn't draw that many lands. But that's kind of obvious, I think. I think you guys can see that that's the case. And we mulliganed to 5 and kept that hand, that all-land hand in game 1 as well. Had we mulliganed to 4 and kept a decent hand, I still think our chances are a little bit better with the 5. But even then, it's not black and white like our deck was. If you want to send me any feedback via email, it's limitedresourcespodcast@gmail.com. You can also reach me on Twitter, for quick questions or just to say hi, Marshall_LR. And if you want to join the clan here on Magic Online, in fact, it looks like somebody, this has been, it's a little different now on here. There it is, clan invite. Watch this. This is as easy as it is. Done. That's it. Another one. Apparently, yep. All right. There. I did it now. Gotcha. That's all you got to do. Send me a message here on Magic Online, Marshall_LR. All you have to do is love Magic and not be a jerk, and I'll get you in the clan. It's as easy as that. Last but not least, for all things limited resources, lrcast.com. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next week.